Hello everyone. Welcome back to Lady Show English. I'm so glad you're here today. In this video, we're going to explore an interesting health topic that affects many people around the world, and we'll learn some useful English vocabulary and phrases along the way. So let's get started. Today, we're talking about a common health problem called chronic constipation. Now, before we go further, let's break down this phrase. The word chronic means something that lasts for a long time or keeps happening again and again. It's different from acute, which means sudden or short term. For example, you might have a chronic cough that lasts for months, or an acute pain that comes suddenly but goes away quickly. The word constipation refers to difficulty in having bowel movements. When we say bowel movement, we're talking about going to the bathroom to defecate, or in simpler terms, to poop. According to recent research, chronic constipation affects about 1 out of every 6 to 7 people worldwide. That's a significant number. In the United States alone, between 9 and 20% of adults experience this condition. Let me teach you a useful phrase here. 1 out of every is a common way to express ratios or proportions in English. For instance, you could say 1 out of every 10 students or 1 out of every 5 people. This structure helps us understand statistics more clearly. So how do you know if you have chronic constipation? There are several key symptoms to watch for. First, having fewer than 3 bowel movements per week. Second, experiencing hard or lumpy stool. Third, straining or feeling pain when you try to go to the bathroom. Let's look at the word straining more closely. When you strain, you use a lot of effort or force to do something difficult. We can use this word in many contexts. For example, I strained my eyes reading in dim light, or he strained to hear the quiet conversation. Now, here comes the exciting part. Recent dietary guidelines suggest that eating 2 to 3 kiwi fruits each day can help alleviate constipation. The verb alleviate is an excellent word to add to your vocabulary. It means to make something less severe or to reduce pain or discomfort. You might say this medicine will alleviate your headache, or exercise can alleviate stress. Kiwi fruit works wonderfully because it increases stool bulk and water content. It also helps food move smoothly through your digestive tract. The word tract here refers to a system of connected organs or tubes in your body. We often hear digestive tract, respiratory tract, or urinary tract. You might be wondering exactly why kiwis deliver such impressive results. One of the reasons kiwis are so effective is that they contain natural enzymes and have prebiotic effects. Let me explain the word prebiotic. Prebiotics are substances that help the good bacteria in your gut grow and stay healthy. They're different from probiotics, which are the actual good bacteria themselves. Think of it this way: probiotics are the helpful bacteria, and prebiotics are the food that feeds them. Kiwis also improve gut movement and reduce inflammation. The prefix anti-inflammatory or the phrase reduce inflammation is very common in health discussions. Inflammation is your body's response to injury or infection, causing redness, swelling, and sometimes pain. You might be wondering exactly why kiwis deliver such impressive results. One of the reasons kiwis are so effective is that they contain natural enzymes and have prebiotic effects. Let me explain the word prebiotic. Prebiotics are substances that help the good bacteria in your gut grow and stay healthy. They're different from probiotics, which are the actual good bacteria themselves. Think of it this way: probiotics are the helpful bacteria, and prebiotics are the food that feeds them. Kiwis also improve gut movement and reduce inflammation. The prefix anti-inflammatory or the phrase reduce inflammation is very common in health discussions. Inflammation is your body's response to injury or infection, causing redness, swelling, and sometimes pain. Now that you know how kiwis work, let's look at the simple ways to make them part of your daily routine. The best part about kiwis is how easy they are to incorporate into your diet. Incorporate is a formal word meaning to include or add something as part of something else. In everyday English, you might simply say add to or include in, but incorporate sounds more professional and is commonly used in health and business contexts. You can eat kiwis whole, including the skin, which provides extra fiber. However, avoid heating them because high temperatures destroy the beneficial enzymes. Unlike other remedies like prunes, you can start eating the full recommended dose of kiwis right away without gradually building up. Not a fan of kiwis? No problem, there are other tasty and effective options to keep things moving. If kiwis aren't your favorite, don't worry. There are plenty of alternatives. Foods such as prunes, rye bread, flax seeds, oranges, yogurt, beans, and oatmeal can also help. Let's talk about the word alternative. An alternative is another option or choice you can use instead of the first one. We often use the phrase alternative to as in almond milk is a good alternative to regular milk or walking is a healthy alternative to driving short distances. For those who prefer dairy products, you could try eating yogurt mixed with crushed flax seeds. This combination provides both probiotics from the yogurt and fiber from the flax seeds. If natural foods alone aren't enough, supplements and a few smart habits can give your digestion an extra boost. Besides food, dietary supplements like psyllium can be helpful. Psyllium is a type of fiber supplement that helps your intestines move stool along more easily. The phrase move along is a phrasal verb meaning to make something progress or advance. You might hear, the project is moving along nicely, or traffic is finally moving along after the accident. Experts recommend starting with a small dose and gradually increasing it. This approach is often described with the phrase, start low and go slow, which is a useful expression you'll hear in medical contexts. It means beginning with a small amount and increasing it slowly over time. And don't forget one of the simplest yet most powerful tools you already have, your own body in motion. Physical activity is another crucial factor in managing constipation. Even simple activities like walking can significantly increase the effectiveness of your digestive system. The word effectiveness comes from effective, which means successful in producing the desired result. When we add the suffix ness to an adjective, we create a noun. For example, happy becomes happiness, kind becomes kindness, and effective becomes effectiveness. Regular movement helps keep everything in your digestive tract moving smoothly and naturally. Best of all, you can feel confident in these tips. They're not just good ideas, but proven strategies backed by science. These recommendations aren't just random suggestions. They're based on solid scientific evidence from systematic reviews and meta-analyses examining over 75 randomized controlled trials. The phrase evidence-based is extremely important in modern healthcare and science. It means that decisions and recommendations are made based on research and scientific proof rather than just opinions or traditions. You'll hear this term frequently in discussions about medicine, education, and policy making. When something is evidence-based, it means we can trust it because it's supported by research. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's topic and learned some useful English along the way. Here at Lady Show English, we share news and lessons about health, food, travel, business, technology, and the environment, helping you learn English through real-life topics. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you won't miss new lessons. Have you tried using kiwi fruit for digestion? What other health topics should we cover next? Tell me in the comments. Thanks again for watching. Keep learning, keep growing, and stay healthy.